Do 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 do. Click. What are the gold names? The gold names are people that have been in the hello queue 10 times this month, and it resets every month. Nicotine for 8 months now. Don't miss it one bit. Yep. I had a lot of trouble quitting smoking. And definitely I'm in Griffin's boat where the first few weeks, for me, it was probably the first month or two was probably the hardest. But man, you get to a point when you just kind of, when it dawns on you, like, I feel so much better and I just don't want that anymore. And then you'll eventually get into the point where you start smelling other people smoking. And instead of it being like, oh man, I wish I could have a cigarette, it's like, ugh. That's when you know you've made it. Is when other people smoking around you give you this like, oh. This was once an armament rest. Twin cannons were attached here. Medium distance, large caliber. Ooh. What's this thing?
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall to your right.
Bill shakes. Good vibes to you, dude. We're all different with how that stuff affects our brain, for sure. Doyen with the not so covert stuff there. Does Cohh like his sticky icky though? Unfortunately, the devil's lettuce is illegal where I am. Yeah. Also, I have kids, so you know it's not really the best time for that right now. But I live and let live, my dude. Yeah.
The lieutenant puts his hand
I ain't here to yuck anyone's
barrel,
yum.
checking for warmth.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
pour fuel into the tank?
The lieutenant assists you, holding the canister up to the fuel tank as you tilt. Dark brown, viscous fluid pours out, and the room fills with a chemical smell. There's a red starter switch on the side of the cylinder and a start rope on the other side. The lieutenant flicks the switch.
Pull the rope.
The recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters like an old warhorse before settling down to a rattle.
That should do it.
Where do these wires lead?
Downstairs, somewhere.
Tap on the side.
The tank is far from full, but there should be enough inside to keep it going for a day.
By the way, there's a great interview with the narrator of this game. If you're interested in hearing about the narrator and how he recorded his lines and kind of like the thought behind it, it's a very cool interview. I think it's on PC Gamer. Over 300,000 recorded lines. 300,000.
Books and magazines lie scattered on the floor and on a makeshift cupboard. They are not particularly well organized.
Sift through them.
Most are soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic Animal Adventures.
I'm sorry, maybe I had that wrong. 300,000 words, not lines. Still an insane amount, but thank you. I don't know if it's words or lines, but yeah, Shamwow or Shamwow says almost as many lines as you did for Cyberpunk. Almost. Yeah.
Popular depictions of man versus nature by amateur naturalists T&T Harpin, husband and wife. Widely read by people from all walks of life. Who doesn't like nature? Who doesn't want to survive? Among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories, you find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
Light erotica? I didn't know Twitch had a magazine.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Does anything stand out as unusual? Conceptualization, 17%, but we can try it again.
Not that you can tell.
Damn.
This is a digest of someone who's dead bored. Most of it is for entertainment purposes. Fittingly right next to the radiola on the floor.
Nothing? Nothing out of the ordinary?
Maybe it's a little old-fashioned. There's a nude mag. More than that, you can't say.
Oh.
The print in some of these is pretty small, though. This person has good eyesight.
Oh, for a sniper, that's important. Interesting. What's this? On arrower shirt. Okay. Oh, you know what? I don't really need this anymore, do I? Oh no, it's still very much there. Yeah, okay. This great blast door must weigh over 10 tons. Rust peels off it. Oh, great. Okay, we'll take all that.
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting on piles of soft cover books. White linen and a pillow are visible under a worn-out caracal blanket.
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed.
How recently?
You force the rest of the sentence out through pain, thick as molasses, no longer able to hear yourself speak.
What?
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead.
Okay.
You face the concrete wall. There's less light there, in the dark corner.
I'm assuming if
Like
they give
a
us the
dog,
option.
you lie there.
This is important. Curl up with your knees close to your chest.
The blanket feels cold. The entire room does. Concrete and cold. Minutes pass. Half an hour maybe. The sounds of the sea beyond grow distant. Your eyelids close until
Until? Is it reptilian brain time?
you feel yourself
Oh.
standing up in the darkness,
What?
right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world begins to hatch from the blackness. It's evening.
Wait, what? Lieutenant is no longer here. Go outside to the beach. How do I even get out of here? Can we come in the top? Maybe if I get close? Zombie came in right over here. Oh, maybe down here. There it is. It was all a dream. Exactly. It was all a dream. Disco, baby. Disco.
Dolores Dei, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state, turns around to face you. She has an airship airbag in her hand. She seems to be in a hurry. Okay, don't say you need to talk right away. Melt the ice first. This way you're already talking. But you don't even want to talk to her. She would only be cold and mean. Let her go. Let her go? This is the Holy Queen of the territories of Muindi and Insulinda. Think of the historic knowledge we could glean. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win her back. Win her back? How does that fit in here? And what is the Holy Suzerain doing here anyway?
Where are you going?
I'm going to Morova. To live there, in Grad. It's 1,000,000 kilometers away, Harry. Might as well be another lifetime.
What's in the bag?
Just my scepter, my globe cruciger, a spare silk gown, a toothbrush, travel documents, the crown of immortality.
Aren't you already wearing one?
Oh, this. This is just a wreath. The crown of immortality is made of rarefied light, mana and raw palladium. It was passed on to me by the rulers of late antiquity.
She looks at the suitcase, not knowing what more to say. Then, over her shoulder, silence. Her nuptial gown flows in the wind, wraps around her holy body.
Anyway,
Hey,
hey,
how you doing?
I'm doing really good, actually. Both professionally and romantically. I've come to a fulfilling and peaceful period in my life. Well, how are you doing, Harry?
I'm not doing very well.
Don't say that. I know this positive thing sounds stupid to you, Harry, but it works. We all have an obligation to be happy. You too. And you will be. Now.
This is everything I always warned you about.
Something is off.
I'm sorry. I was heading to the aerodrome. I just don't have time to...
She means she doesn't have time to tend to your emotions.
You don't have time to tend to my emotions?
What are you doing? Stop saying things like that.
Your skin is holy and soft.
No, Harry. It's just regular skin. I'm not as beautiful as you always thought I was. Let's not get into...
You are. None of the others are as beautiful as you.
She does not answer. There's that expression again. Silence. A distant wind blows. You can't think of anything pretty to say.
Can you stay for a moment? We need to talk. We need to have one more massive epic showdown.
No, Harry. No. I don't want a massive epic showdown. I want to go to the aerodrome. I have tickets for the 10:20 flight to Morova. Really, we don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words has been played out. The atoms don't form us anymore. Us. Our love. Our unborn daughters. It's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome. I have to leave Revachol and you. And you have to be alone. In hell. Forever. That's just the way it is.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
That's not a very
She looks down on her stomach, then up at you. Her eyes are full of tremendous distance and mystery. Black-eyed dogs wander the alleys. Apple trees hang their bony limbs low.
Damn,
over
dude.
The patchwork
We
of
can't try to
leaves,
get back together with her.
red and black. Revachol West.
It wouldn't be right.
The evening sun. She's left and bloomed, far away from us. Our vast.
Like a martyr.
No, you don't. You're just being a martyr. And I'm really going now. The time is up. I must be on the 10:20 flight.
Will we ever see each other again?
I won't see you, but you will see me.
How can that be? Am I a stalker?
Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already in Morova by now. Who knows how long ago this happened? A year? 2? 5 years ago?
How will I see you again then?
Right here, tomorrow night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps happening. 3 times a week, at least. And Harry, it really, really looks like it started happening again. There's the video rental. I'm suffocatingly beautiful and young, and I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum, like I did that time when I asked you for forgiveness, after leaving you the first time, so long ago.
I like it.
Oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death or war or child molestation. Real darkness has love for a face. The first death is in the heart, Harry.
Man, she just keeps twisting that knife, doesn't she?
See you tomorrow.
Jeez, man. Maybe getting this dream every night is what drove Harry to try to forget it with the drugs and stuff at the beginning of the game. Damn. Wow.
You're up quick. How was your sleep?
My sleep was deep and invigorating. Try to cover up the blood seeping out with your hands. Let's comb the entire island, centimeter by centimeter. That's the next step in the task chain.
Okay.
He's still worried. You must have really thrashed and squealed in your sleep.
We're doing this, man. This is happening, chat. Were these here before? Wow, plus 2 empathy, nice.
You see a small metal door nested inside a larger one, a heavy steel blast door. There is a conventional keyhole above the handle. It's very small.
What's on the other side?
Another part of the island, probably. The lock looks like it could still be usable.
How do we open this?
Maybe this is one of the doors we don't open?
He's right. It would be better to open its big brother. A powerful engine hangs under the ceiling. It must control the blast door.
Sure, you're right.
I retract my statement. It was naive. Let's look around and get it open.
That just jammed shut. Let's go out here. This is where we went out in the dream. But let's check this out here, and then we'll come back in and use the computer. Must have been a direct hit to take out such a huge chunk.
A strange feeling looking at the water. Maybe you should just wander off into the sea. Leave it all and walk in with a bottle in your hand.
Raise your sight.
In the still mirror of the bay, you see Martinez reflected. Tall edifices of ruins reach into the water, like shimmering towers. And the shacks too. Pine trees and motor lorries, upside down. Islets and posts, like stepping stones, lead into the water in front of you. Go. Step in. It's been too long.
But it's cold.
Yes, cold and still. But love is warm, like the inside of her mouth.
Yes, please.
Oh, fuck, yes. Sweet smell and added tar.
Geometry like the ones we found at Land's End, remember?
I may have been wrong when I said it wasn't important. This means the same person could have visited both locations. I didn't see any signs of smoking inside, though. If people live there, they keep it tidy. This here may also be a smoking spot.
Inspect the wall.
There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window.
Touch the concrete first.
Quite old and grimy from years without cleaning by anything other than the rain.
Look through the hole in the concrete.
The springs screech as you lean on the mattress and crane your neck to look out. Trepidation, a tingling feeling in your stomach. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a tiny landscape painting. 1 kilometer across the water. The ruins look familiar.
On the left?
A towering
This
skyscraper.
is so cool.
Its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartments. Rue de Saint-Gislain, 33A and 33B.
On the right, you see the Cohh giving a middle finger to the pigs. No? Maybe, okay.
The red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the whirling in rags. Rue de Saint-Gislain, 10. The doomed commercial area.
And between the two?
The box-shaped silhouette of the whirling in rags.
Ooh.
You see a small fleck of white on the rooftop. The upstairs window of Clausia's room. In the rain, reflecting light.
Mother.
What does that mean? Do you have line of sight to the window?
Yes, there's an opening between 33A and 10. I can see to the roof.
I can see it. Through the scope of a rifle. The shooter would be prone, lying on the mattress, barrel resting on the embrasure. I think we have it. The origin of the shot. This is the sniper's nest.
Pat, pat, pat. Those are victory pats.
Affirmative.